We're here now with The Legal Answer, a segment we have twice a month here on Studio 10, brought to you by the Sinas law firm and personal injury attorneys, Sinas and Katie Tucker. And we have questions coming from you, the public, and they will provide the legal answers. We have Katie Tucker joining us today. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for having me back again. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, we're so glad to have you here today because we're talking about the timeline and process of a personal injury case. So Katie, starting with the time, are we talking a couple of months here, or is this more like a couple of years?
The reality is that the process of pursuing a personal injury claim, the timeline for doing that varies widely.
Okay.
It can range from a few months to several years, and where your case will fall on that continuum depends on a variety of factors, including whether liability is being disputed, the nature, extent, and severity of your injuries, whether your claim involves multiple defendants or insurers or a single defendant or insurer, the willingness of the defendant to engage in pre-suit negotiations, and whether there are any legal issues that are unique in your case that may give rise to an appeal. In general, cases that are able to be resolved pre-trial tend to fall in the shorter end of that continuum of time, and cases that require trial and appeal can fall in the longer end of that continuum.
Okay, so there's no one size fits all.
That's right.
Now, Katie, I think we often hear lawsuits, and so we start thinking trial and jury, but that's not always the case.
That's right. And in fact, in most cases, most personal injury claims are resolved pre-trial. Many cases actually resolve through negotiation with the defendant and insurer before a lawsuit must even be filed. And even for those cases that do require litigation, the majority really are resolved prior to trial through what we call an alternative dispute resolution process, like mediation or case evaluation. So there are multiple opportunities along the way to resolve a dispute before actually going to trial and presenting your case to a jury.
Okay, and that's really important to know. Now, is there anything, Katie, that an injured person can do that will expedite resolution of their claim?
Yes, as I think we've talked about before, really the best thing that you can do to ensure a swifter resolution of your claim is to engage legal counsel as soon as possible after an incident. The sooner that you consult with counsel and engage counsel, the better position your legal team will be in to successfully pursue and potentially resolve your claim, perhaps even before a lawsuit has to be filed.
Yeah, and speaking of reaching out to that legal counsel, where can we find more information about contacting you and your team about personal injury law?
Yeah, thanks. You can contact us by phone, and I think information about our law firm is available also, of course, on our website, sinusstreamus.com or autonofaultlaw.com, and we have a lot of resources available for you there as well. So please check it out.
Thank you so much, Katie, and for giving us the legal answer. And remember, you can submit your questions so you can get the legal answer with the information that you have right here below on your screen. Plus, we'll have that online this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I look forward to coming back.